How's it going, everybody? This is Griever back here, bringing you guys the latest behind-the-bar reviews for One Piece, chapter 944. What an amazing chapter. What a great chapter. Let's get right underway, guys, because I'm already behind schedule with stuff I got to do Friday, so I'm just hoping to get this recording done. There's so much to talk about, so much to discuss, but I'm going to try to keep it very brief for this review. I apologize for that, guys, just the way things are working out this weekend. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Remember what I said about the whole Zoro's Thunder being taken? Nope, I was wrong. It was just a delayed reaction. And I mean, I was on board with the Sanji Zoro thing, and clearly, something that was said in the last Reverie. Of course, if you guys don't know what the Reverie stream is, I mean, you haven't been on YouTube very long with One Piece content, have you? So in the Reverie, I believe it was Joy Boy at the end brought up something that a lot of the guys did not agree with. And I was on board with, and I believe Tekking himself was on board with, and I believe he's brought up in one of his reviews or one of his discussion videos the same thing. And a lot of people are saying this, is that Zoro is going to want to know the details of Sanji and what went down. He's going to want to know that there was an apology, that there was a, I'll never do this again, I groveled at Luffy's feet. Because remember, he said, I will leave this crew if you let Usopp back in, would just... for the sake of it. He fought you. I don't need to reiterate. Everyone else is going to be saying, I'm sure Roger Space, Joy Boy is probably over the moon right now, and I know Tekking talked about it. So that is something that I don't know why anybody thought was not a thing. Is it because of Sanji? And it was Usopp last time? But to everyone else, it might not look like the same situation, but of course it is. Luffy was fought and beaten by, beaten down, I should say, not beaten, we know what happened, by Sanji, and he left the crew, and, that is, according to Zoro, he lets Luffy get away with a lot of shit, as the first mate, he gets away with a lot of crap, but the title of captain means so much to Zoro. It's an honor thing, it's a military thing, it's like, when it comes to your crew, we can joke and laugh and do all that stuff, but when it's serious time, your decision is your decision, and we follow it. We don't follow it, they get off the ship. That's just the way it works. So, yeah, I'm not going to harp on that too much, guys. As I said, there's too much to say, but, yeah, so right here in this first panel or so, he even says, Zoro basically says, I don't have time to deal with you right now, Sanji, right? Implying that Zoro wants an explanation before he's going to be cool with this, right? So there is that, and then Zoro says, "All right, everyone move." 720, pound phoenix, two-sword style. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Where did he get the second sword? Did he just pick up a random katana? Maybe I missed this out once again, guys. I'm time restrained, so I didn't have time to go check. I thought 2 of his swords were taken, but no, maybe it was just the Katetsu blade, right? So he still has 2. He needs the other one, right? Do I remember that correctly? Yeah. Something like that. Anyways, so suffice it to say is that he's still got 2 swords at the very least. So maybe I was just mistaken. I thought he lost 2, but it wouldn't make sense. Anyways, so he attacks him, and what we all thought would happen, and only Waban group member, somebody else, but no, it's Kyoshiro. Boss Kyoshiro, and we knew that he would be a badass samurai, and he seems to be the one that's going to be the battle, because we didn't really see much in the way of swordsmen on Kaido's crew, nothing that really speaks this is going to be a Zoro battle. Kyoshiro, this is the land of swordsmen, this is the land of samurai, he's got to fight, and clearly Orochi would have taken that probably would have taken his head clean off. Orochi, for all his power with his devil fruit, is weak. He's got an insanely powerful devil fruit, but he's a weak person. From what I can tell. Because he was scared of that, and Boss Kyoshiro had to block it. So, Zoro was going to cleave him in half. And then Zoro just says, cover me, Frankie, and Frankie does his thing. Nami gets involved, Robin gets involved, Sanji gets involved, X-Drake is there, turning into a dinosaur. Everything is just going to shit. The capital is run wild. Everything is just going crazy. So, Orochi's trying to escape. Zoro's just like, you better move, and he's like, no, but we're seeing this clash, this is really cool. So there's so much to unpack there, but overall, it's just, this is really cool. The capital's all screwed up, it's action-packed, this action-packed chapter. And then we jump over, and we see Luffy in the prison. Now, a lot to say here, but suffice it to say, it was right in front of us, guys. It was right there. myself included, a lot of us diehard manga fans all thought Manslayer. We were thinking the Batosai. We were trying to make connections between Kazumono or whatever, the killer, whatever his handle was, the killer, as the Manslayer, the Batosai, the Hitokori. We were trying to find a reference from Rurouni Kenshin, right? We were trying from Samurai X. That's what we were trying to base this off, because there's a lot of references to them so far, and they will continue, of course, because Oda worked under them, blah, blah, blah. But we missed this. A lot of us missed this, because I didn't hear this theory out there. So clearly, if it was said in very small voices by a handful of people. It's killer. It's killer. Wow. Just wow. How did Kid escape with the Seastone handcuffs? I don't know. How does any of this... There's so much to unpack here with this, and this is clearly your personality, like even Yasui, but Yasui, his personality, like his anger and his sadness was taken away, but clearly his personality was altered as a result of his emotions, but he was still himself. He still acted the way he wanted to. He still did things that he would have done, fighting against Orochi and stuff in his own way. But this right here, this is implying that the smile fruits, unless they're an altered version, like Killer continues to laugh and he's crying and weeping, but he seems to be following Orichi's orders. He seems to be, mind crushed. Yamayugi show up and just mind crush and totally 180 him, but in a bad way. Like, a Kid goes on to say, what have you done to my partner? Like, you always hated your laugh, you always hated this, you covered up your face, and now look at you. Like, it almost appears like Killer maybe knows who Kid is, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect him. He's not him. That's not Killer anymore. And this is, whoa, boy. And then they say, okay, we're going to drown them. Until you guys die in the ring, we're going to drown these guys. So either you die in the ring and we'll lift their heads up, or the longer you stay alive, the more they suffer in water, and then they'll drown. And Queen is sadistic. He's sadistic. He goes, berries, bounties, devil fruits, powers, hockeys, none of it matters. We're all human beings. We can all drown in just 5 centimeters of water, bitch. And I'm like, damn. He ain't wrong, but damn. Like, that's I mean, they're dunking their heads, but still, it's like, doesn't matter how strong you are. At the end of the day, you'll drown. Nobody, like, wow. I mean, if you tried to pull that on Jinbei, that'd be almost humorous, I guess, but it still felt pretty strong here. And Luffy going up to attack. Now, why would Luffy just regular, like, there's not even any gum pistol, there's no attack name, there's no hockey there, there's no nothing, and he tries to strike Queen, and Queen's like, the fuck out of here, Like, why did you think that was going to work, Luffy? Like, literally, this is Queen. This is someone on Katakuri type tier, at the very least. Maybe not level, but definitely around that tier, right? We're talking first and second mates of Kaido's crew here, King and Queen. We're talking top tier of Yonko crew levels. Why did you think that like he said, like, come fight me yourself, and we'll get this over with, and then I'll walk out of here, sort of idea. And Queen does not step in the ring, but then... I know I'm jumping around a lot, guys, but I gotta get this review done. I apologize once again. But, so the end part, there's so much to talk about, though. But I gotta move on. So the end part, where we see Big Mom is showing up. Charlotte Linlin is showing up, and she got her hunger pains. Queen versus Big Mom. Everyone talked about it, chapters and chapters weeks ago, and we're talking about it now, because... it's going down. It's all going down. Is Big Mom going to get her memory back halfway through? Is this going to be an epic brawl between Queen and Big Mom? Is Queen going to go, like, do the bug-out eye thing? Like, what the hell is Big Mom doing here? There's so much to unpack here. So much hype and excitement for 9:45. I want to see a balls-out fight between Queen and Big Mom. I want to see Kiroshiro. I want more explanations about this whole how Killer's personality and his actions have actually been affected and changed by the smell fruit. We need more detailed information, because nothing brought up in the last chapter suggests that if you eat one and you lose your sadness and your anger, that you also change, like, your loyalties and your decision making and who you work for. none of that should change, you know? Like, look at Toko. Yasue's still her father, and she still goes to her dad and calls him dad and everything, and she can't help, she's crying, she can't help but smile and laugh, but she's still crying and stuff. So what happened to kill her? Something different had to have happened to kill her by the looks of all this, right? So I really question that, but I really want to see Zoro versus Kiyoshiro, balls out fight. We need that. Don't cut away from that, Oda. This is one of probably the top evil samurai we've seen so far, introduced in the Wano arc. We need to see this shit go down in a balls out fight. We also need to see Big Mom and Queen go down. There's so much to unpack. I'm really looking forward to 9:45. What did you guys think of the chapter? What do you think of the review? I know it was very short and rushed, but I just got to get going. So, as I said before, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Griever with your Behind the Bar reviews for Chapter 944 of One Piece. Drink responsibly as always, guys. See you next time.